RLCS Majors always provide the most breathtaking Rocket League gameplay out there, and the recent London Major was absolutely no exception to that.
Grand Finals on the line!
The highlight reel of the event was endless, with so many incredible moments that would be so hard to fit into one video. However, it's not often that I walk away from a single game or series feeling completely overwhelmed by the unprecedented talent shown from both sides of the pitch. But in the semifinals on Championship Sunday, we were blessed with an incredible series that contained clashing storylines, brilliant tactics, and some of the highest action Rocket League gameplay I've ever seen. Take a seat, get comfy, because this semifinal between Falcons and Gentlemates was nothing less than incredible. This is the story of the Game 7 that made instant history. Coming into the London Major, as usual, the stage was set with only a group of teams that were most favorite to win the tournament. Some of the main ones being G2, BDS, Vitality, and Falcons, as well as a few others. However, in today's story, we'll be focusing on just two of them. The two teams that ended up delivering the best series we've seen in quite some time.
On the desk, Hawkster has the capability to make these miracle plays that impact this team so much, but same can be said for Killers.
Good field awareness. They know where to bring the ball where Falcons are not. You just can't stop the pain train!
Ticking down with Killers, sending it central towards Ramas. Back, TRK, Killers, top corner.
Tank, it's a heavy touch. Easily challenged by Rawas. Falling down, leaves the double. Killers puts it in. Falcons all over.
At least this time was able to get the read. Rawas infield pass over to TRK.
Let me introduce you to Team Falcons, the #1 team from the MENA region consisting of TRK and twin brothers Rawas and Killers. You heard that right, twin brothers in the RLCS. Together, they're one of the deadliest duos out there, with a pace of play that's one of the fastest in the world. Now combine that with the phenomenal talent of TRK, and you've got a recipe for an absolute powerhouse of a team.
Getting that flash out, Rawas gets the demo on Daniel. And
in the Swiss stage of the tournament, Team Falcons dominated, winning 3 straight and taking down the #1 teams from both Europe and North America. This excellent performance made them one of the first teams to punch their ticket into the playoffs, and they instantly earned the respect of anyone who was previously doubting them.
Just put up numbers. Falcons completely destroyed G2, 12 goals to 2. Killers wasn't.
On the other side of this upcoming series, though, we have the LAN superstars, Gentlemates.
Who's in the world to just pick up the pace? And it has to happen now. 8 seconds before OT. Juicy the pass to the upper corner.
The competition Gentlemates faced in the Swiss stage admittedly wasn't as high as the teams that the Falcons played, but still, to punch their ticket into the playoffs, they also took down Team BDS. Again, the #1 team in Europe. This came as quite a shocker, because BDS were consistently power ranked above Gentlemates this entire split. But something about these in-person events always seems to shake things up. And Gentlemates, well, as the previous major champions, they thrive off of it.
Final minute, Gentlemates have been brilliant. Flip, reset, go, why not?
With the Swiss stage now complete, it was time for the playoffs to begin. From here on out, it's all even. Single elimination, 3 wins away from a championship title. And now that there's a live crowd spectating every match, things just got a little more intense.
Introducing first, winners of all 6 of MENA's Open qualifiers, Team Falcons!
This is the time. The Falcons are the favorites. They are such a high-powered team.
Gen G, I'm making them know what it looks like to make them count. Oh, what a bomb! Falcons on the board. Lethal on the counterattack. TRK to Killers. Top corner! Bang! Hits the right opportunity. Killers to roll last. That is a great first touch. He's had a boost, but he's left it out. TRK! And you know the rest of that story.
Team Falcons stomped their way through the quarterfinals. You don't see teams like Gen G get tossed around that often, but the Falcons held them scoreless in 3 out of the 5 games they played.
Jack on wobbly legs! Deer in the headlights, because TRK!
It was a performance absolutely worthy of a grand finals appearance. And that's exactly why a lot of teams consider them the favorites of at least this side of the bracket. Well, that was until the very next series of the day.
Gentlemates LP!
This is the coin flip match. This is the one.
This is it.
It could go either way, and I'm very excited to see how it goes.
Grand Finals energy spoiled in the quarterfinals.
Despite it being a rematch from yesterday, this series was somehow considered to be a coin flip for who would win. But in hindsight, that was completely wrong.
That's what Gentlemates now have to contend with. Juicy, nothing in the tank, got it pinched in front, and Exotic can't catch up!
No 50s to be found. Instead, it's Juicy. Air dribble, buck play, and in. Better thing for BDS that works in their favor is they're only down by 1, but it could be 2. Itachi goes through.
And 12 have found the Team BDS net. That one's given away on a platter to Juicy, and he scores again! Our overlords going to work again. Seiko to the backboard. Double tap! Bang, bang! Thanks for coming!
Gentlemates sent BDS home in a clean sweep where not a single game was even remotely close. In fact, the goal differential was so high that it literally went down as the most lopsided series ever in an RLCS LAN playoff. It was honestly a shame it had to come to this in only the semifinals. But these two teams, steamrolling in momentum, were about to collide in a match where only one of them could move on. Welcome to the series that inspired this whole video.
Never seen. The Gentlemates are unstoppable on a land stage. Give me the Gentlemates.
I'm going Falcons. I think they are the best team here. I think they continue their run and they win this entire tournament.
No matter who wins this, it's going to be a clash.
Let's get into Championship Sunday.
For the first time, no European teams in the top 2. Well, that's not the best touch afterwards, because you've just got Seiko to deal with.
Not only were there clashing storylines on the line, but this series was also a matter of RLCS history. Currently in the top 4, there were teams from 4 different regions, which already has never happened before. But if the Falcons win this series, they'd be knocking out the final remaining European team, which would mean no EU teams in the top 2 for the first time in RLCS history. But to accomplish that, they'd have to step things up a bit, as Gentlemates close out Game 1.
But now it's the outpace, but Union's lost. So how does the receipt look? Oh, Seiko's going to go for it. Now the launch breakaway. TRK outpaced him.
In Game 2, Team Falcons deny the momentum of Gentlemates with a dominant 4-0 win to even out the series.
The efficiency of Falcons is unbelievable.
But in Game 3, Gentlemates strike back using a set kickoff strategy to take the lead.
Game on.
And what's impressive about that is Rawas has played that. Oh, wait, off the kickoff. What a call from Gentlemates.
Gentlemates hold on to this lead for the remainder of the game, so they pull ahead in the series once again.
And they have taken the lead of the series. Feel comfortable enough to do so, but that's not the best touch. Now the sideball double tap, and Killers have to take the challenge.
As the series continued on, the only thing becoming obvious was that these teams couldn't be a closer matchup.
Top looks to take the challenge. That one goes low. Follow-up shot is in.
In fact, in Game 4, this was the only goal that would be scored all game, meaning the Falcons would close it out and even out the series again.
Will not work. 2-2. Who will put themselves on double match points?
Now that we're in the back half of the series, the tension rises even higher.
Kills almost.
Throughout the entire quarterfinals, every single series was either a 4-0 or a 4-1. There really wasn't much competition. So now, to start Championship Sunday with one of the most back-and-forth matchups imaginable, it felt like we as the fans were finally witnessing what we'd all been waiting for.
So dangerous! To the mid. That's going to go backboard. Here's the ball! Here's the goal! TRK to the wall. He knows he's got Rawas in support. Killer's far side. Rawas on the ball. TRK looking for demo. It's a triple triad that you just can't deal with. That is ridiculous.
Team Falcons tie up Game 5 with about 1 minute remaining, and eventually the clock ticks down and sends us to overtime.
Gentlemates, they're trying everything to get there, but we have OT.
But about a minute later, Gentlemates see an opportunity and send all 3 players to take advantage of it.
Again, these 30 boost challenges from both sides. Seiko takes it up. One more on the backboard. Drop down Falcons with a clear follow-up goal!
Gentlemates are now on match point, 1 win away from heading to the grand finals. So it's at this time that the Falcons call a timeout to gather themselves and swing the series in their direction again. 2 minutes later, we head to Neo Tokyo.
Is Neo Tokyo the end of the road? Or are we heading to where dreams are made? Yeah, okay, next up goes top corner.
It's going to worry him out a bit, but Rowas is downfield. I love this from the Falcons. He's still got a flip to use. Top edge! They've got out of it alive with a touchy reset. That's low. Look at the bumps coming through. Seiko, he runs blood. Rowas again. He always saves the flip, and it's open down the other end.
It's their destiny.
Well, it's time to go where history is made. Game 7.
The crowd is ready. It is time to get to it. Champions Field, 5 minutes, grand finals on the line.
Usually on Champions Field, one team would be considered to have the momentum heading into it. But if there's anything we've learned from this series thus far, it's that momentum is not even a factor. These teams have literally alternated winning game after game the entire way. For reference, that almost never happens. This is truly one of those rare times where you can't even begin to predict how this one will end.
Who's going to strike first? It is massive.
You spend hours practicing for these moments, and suddenly you get onto this map and your hands won't do what you want.
And then you just see they're not as willing to keep the ball close. They're throwing it away. Seiko's up with the backboard double. Does he have it? He's got to fake it out. First goal's in, mates!
Gentlemates strike first to take the lead early, but this lights a fire in the Falcons, who respond with some of the fastest paced Rocket League I've ever seen.
Falcons, so much pressure on them now. TRK wants to get back to that grand final. The Twins trying to get to their first. Great pass infield, double save somehow. All Killers can do is keep it in.
I don't think any blame to be shared for that. It's Juicy off the side. That's the pinch.
Oh no!
Because not enough. TRK couldn't get there in time.
Still a chance though. Killers with a shot, double commit again, Gentlemates. Coming up clutch, more pressure. Killers with a redirects, but again this is a 50. TRK, he wants the double touch. He gets the double, but again, Juicy with the save.
Now they look to try and transition. Killers though, counter rotation for his teammates. What a stop! What a save!
Rowasto keeping the ball in. Falcons surely. Where's the reward for this offense? It's been ridiculous. And this is where the poise comes through from the land chance. Gentlemates, Seiko with a nice beat again. Killers all he can do is go back corner. He's got the 100, and he's got a little bit of space as well. Juicy, you can see he's lurking around waiting for him.
Over to the side, TRK had to avoid being dumped. Rowas is so low on boost. That's into the midfield. Seiko will fancy his chances.
50.
It's off the wall. TRK leaves it. Now takes over. Bumped, which means there's nobody back. As this ball almost finds its way in.
And he gets a follow-up as well. Killers, 55 seconds. Falcons, they need it down the other end.
They have done so, at least for now. TRK tried to pre-jump. Itachi out into the midfield. Killers with a little bit of time. Goes backboard. Well read by Juicy. Who missed it? And Itachi will take the ball, but that's out. Rowas, he still doesn't want to take the shot.
That was just a bit crap. They couldn't get the angle that he wanted. There's Itachi now, runs it down, 30 seconds. Gentlemates just have to hold on. Falcons, there's got to be something really special.
TRK low, still has to go for it. Juicy attacking Killers in the backside. So now we go over to the side of the field. TRK.
This is it.
Back out.
This is it, the last
he's going to wait for him. Oh!
You are kidding me! TRK with the biggest dunk of his career!
Out of nothing, Falcons are back in it! One goal to go to the grand finals!
Juicy finds a bump. TRK's been bumped. Seiko, placement, pre-jump from Rowas. 5 seconds now. What have they got? Oh, we got to get game 7 OT. 2 seconds. Seiko wants it up. Rowas, he's trying to keep it close. Infield pass. Juicy gets dumped. Here we go for the Falcons. Can they get it done?
Itachi plays it down. And Carpamont Arena, we have overtime! Into the midfield. TRK chases. Backboard for Rowas. Juicy takes over. His teammate was there though. Can he find a way to put it in? Another double commit, but they're still safe.
Every challenge is met by 2 defenders. That's the pressure, the communication breakdown. There's so much control for the Gentlemates. Juicy with a reset. Can he pick him apart? Blocked out.
It is all Gentlemates. Can they get the chance? TRK takes
No
the
way!
And the Falcons are going
to the grand finals.
For those that are curious, Team Falcons would go on to lose in the grand finals to G2 Stride. But I don't think that downplays just how incredible of a series this was. It takes a lot to get a crowd this invested into a series that isn't even a grand final. Not only did it make history for the RLCS, being the first time that Europe didn't make the top 2, but it immediately went down, even from the gameplay alone, as one of the most entertaining series of all time. This has been the story of the Game 7 that made instant history. Thank you guys for watching as always. Your support on these videos seriously means so much to me. I feel so lucky that I get to make this content for you guys. As always, let me know if there are any stories that you want me to cover next. And if you enjoyed, please click the like button. It really does help me out. Other than that though, I hope you have a great day.